Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Shagufta and let me talk about the dish that I am sharing with you today. I'm sure most of you relish the traditional North Indian dish chole bhature, which is normally served as a main course. The same dish I'm bringing to you as a starter, with the traditional chole served in crusty cups, which can be served in parties as well as enjoyed with your family just at home. I have soaked chickpeas overnight to make chole, but before we proceed with the preparation of the chole, we need to knead the dough, which needs to rest for at least half an hour before we start making the cups. But before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications of my upcoming videos. Chole is a dish originating from northern India. It's traditionally eaten with bhature and is a meal by itself. Chole is served in small crusty tarts with some potato crisps made with some typical Indian flavorings and served with a topping of chopped onions and coriander leaves and some lemon wedges on the side can be an amazing starter. You can even add some chopped tomatoes and green chutney on top if it suits your taste. Now we'll start with the recipe. The list of ingredients is on the screen and even in the description box below. We will first start with kneading the dough. We will take 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour in a bowl. To this we will add salt to taste, 1/4 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1/4 teaspoon carom seeds and 1/4 cup vegetable oil. To this we will add some water and knead it into a dough. The dough that I am preparing is more like a puri than bhature as we need crusty tarts since it's a starter. Now the dough is ready, we will keep this aside for half an hour to an hour. Till the time the dough is resting, we will make the chole. As I had said earlier, I have soaked 1 cup chickpeas overnight. We will add enough water in the soaked chickpeas, to which we will add 1 tea bag, salt to taste and 1/8 teaspoon baking soda. That's around 2 to 3 pinches. We add the tea bag to give the chole a dark brown color after they are cooked. We will pressure cook the chickpeas till they are soft. We will now heat around 3/4 cup vegetable oil, to which we will add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, few cloves, 3 to 4 green cardamoms, 1 black cardamom, 2 pieces of cinnamon, 3 whole red chilies and some bay leaves. We will wait for the spices to start spluttering. And to this we will now add 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste and we will saute this for a minute. To this we will now add 1 big onion which we have ground and we will cook this for around 4 to 5 minutes on medium heat, stirring constantly till the onion starts browning and the oil separates. We have ground raw onion, so it needs to be cooked really well for it to lose its raw flavor. We can see that the onion has browned, so to this we will now add 2 pureed tomatoes and we'll combine everything well. We will now start adding the dry spices. That's 1 teaspoon coriander powder, half teaspoon cumin powder, 1 tablespoon chole masala, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder and 2 teaspoons red chili powder. Keep cooking on low heat till oil separates. We have to keep stirring so that the mixture doesn't burn or stick to the bottom. The tomatoes are uncooked, so we have to again cook till the oil separates. We will now add the boiled chickpeas. They have to be boiled till they are really soft. We will mix this well. And now we will add around 1 to 1.5 cups of water. And while mixing it, we will mash some chickpeas to thicken the gravy. After this comes to a boil, we'll add 1 tablespoon fenugreek and a handful of coriander leaves and salt if required. We have added salt while boiling the chickpeas, so add the salt accordingly. Our chole are now ready. We will now make the potato crisps. We will take 1 tablespoon corn flour in a bowl. Adjust the amount according to the size of the potato you are using. To this we will add salt to taste, 1/4 teaspoon chaat masala powder and 1/4 teaspoon cumin powder. Go a little light on the salt as normally chaat masala has salt in it. We will grate a medium-sized potato and tap it with tissue to remove excess moisture. As you can see, most of the moisture is out of the grated potato. We'll add the corn flour mixture and mix it lightly with the fingers so that the potato gets well coated with the mixture. We are doing this so that when we fry the potato, it will be crisp. We will take a metal sieve and spread a thin layer on this and press it with a spoon to make it into an even layer. We'll fry this in hot oil, removing it from the sieve in between and frying till it's golden and crisp. As you can see, our potato crisps are now ready. We will move on to making the cups. We will divide the dough in 6 parts. The number of cups also depends on the size of the tart molds that you are using. We will grease the tart molds with butter. We'll use the butter liberally as we want a crispness on the outside of the cups after they are baked. Now we will press each ball of dough into each cup and make it as thin as possible. Ensure the edges are even. You can even cut off the edges with a knife if required. If your molds are small, you can even make more cups. We will bake these in a preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 15 minutes. To serve, place pieces of potato crisp in the baked cups, fill with the chole and top with chopped onion and coriander leaves. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching.